Can a foreigner marry a Filipino and still be denied citizenship? See how a Sudanese man's quest for Philippine citizenship hits a major legal snag. This is discussed in the case entitled Sefyan Abdelhakim Mohamed aka vs. Republic of the Philippines, GR number. 220,674. Date of promulgation, December 2, 2021.
This is the 45th case out of the 160 cases decided by Associate Justice Mario Lopez, chairperson of the 2024 Philippine Bar Examinations. Follow for more.
Facts of the case. Sefyan Abdelhakim Mohamed, a Sudanese national married to a Filipino citizen, sought Philippine citizenship. Arriving in Manila in 1991 and recognized as a convention refugee in 2005, he worked at the Qatar embassy in Manila. In 2006, Mohamed filed a declaration of intention with the Office of the Solicitor General, OSG, and subsequently a Supplemental Declaration of Intention in 2007, stating alternative names. Mohamed petitioned for naturalization in 2007 at the Regional Trial Court, RTC, of Pasay City. The RTC granted his application in 2009, declaring him a naturalized citizen. In 2011, Mohamed sought to take his oath as a Filipino citizen, disclosing 3 overseas trips during the 2-year period following the RTC's decision. The OSG opposed this motion, citing inauthenticated documents and arguing that the overseas trips prevented the decision from becoming executory. Despite this, the RTC allowed Mohamed to take his oath in 2012. The OSG then appealed to the Court of Appeals, CA, arguing that Mohamed's petition was filed less than a year after his Supplemental Declaration of Intention and failed to substantiate his qualifications with competent evidence. The CA reversed the RTC's decision in 2015, declaring Mohamed's evidence insufficient and his oath void due to its administration before the expiration of the government's appeal period. Mohamed contended that the 1-year period should be counted from his original declaration of intention and that his evidence and witnesses adequately established his mental and physical fitness. He claimed good faith in taking his oath and sought permission to retake it, citing the 1951 Convention relating to the status of refugees. The OSG maintained that Mohamed's non-compliance with the declaration filing period was a jurisdictional defect, rendering the naturalization proceedings void. It also argued that Mohamed's witnesses failed to adequately demonstrate his mental aptitude and that his premature oath of allegiance was an attempt to nullify the government's right to appeal.
Primary issue in the Supreme Court. Does the premature filing of a petition for naturalization before the expiration of the 1-year period from the submission of the Supplemental Declaration of Intention, along with the lack of sufficient evidence to prove qualifications for naturalization, warrant the denial of the petition for naturalization?
Decision of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court affirmed the CA's decision, with modifications, denying Mohamed's petition. The court emphasized the importance of strict compliance with statutory requirements for naturalization, noting that citizenship is a privilege, not a right. The court found Mohamed's premature filing of his petition and insufficient evidence to prove his qualifications as grounds for denial. The court also highlighted that the 1951 Refugee Convention does not waive legal requirements for naturalization. The case was remanded to the RTC for further proceedings, and the OSG was given a fresh 1-year period to investigate Mohamed's qualifications. Important doctrines. 1. Strict compliance with statutory requirements. The court emphasized that the opportunity for a foreigner to become a citizen by naturalization is a privilege granted by the state, requiring strict compliance with all statutory conditions and requirements. 2. Mandatory 1-year waiting period. The court held that the 1-year period requirement before filing a petition for naturalization is mandatory to give the government sufficient time to investigate the applicant's qualifications.
3. Role of credible witnesses. The court stressed the need for credible witnesses who possess intimate knowledge of the applicant and can testify to their personal qualifications in absence of disqualifications for naturalization. 4. Invalidity of premature oath. The court declared that an oath of allegiance taken before the expiration of the government's appeal period is null and void. 5. Interplay of refugee status and naturalization laws. While acknowledging the 1951 Refugee Convention, the court clarified that refugee status does not exempt an applicant from fulfilling the statutory requirements for naturalization in the Philippines.